Hey guys, it's Andy with RE/MAX Associates. I am here with Corry Sue Cutler with Lifetime Home Loans, and I have a question for her because I don't understand something when it comes to interest rates. So, when it comes to rates, people talk a lot about buying points down. What does that mean? And I have some follow-up questions with that, but let's start with what are points?
So points are used for the purpose of buying the rate down. A discount point is usually like 1%. Or sometimes 0.5%, but it is used for the purpose of buying the rate down.
Okay, and so when somebody buys a point and they're looking at, so let's say somebody comes in and says, I want to buy 2 points down. In my mind, in my experience, I don't know about you guys, but that usually means they're trying to buy 1% down, not just a point. But from my understanding now is that when I buy down 1 point, that doesn't mean I bought down 1%. What does that actually mean?
So what it actually means is usually when a client calls and says, I want to buy my rate down, I will pull up a rate sheet that shows the cost of each 1/8 of a point. Sometimes it's 1% will buy you 1/8 of a point lower in your interest rate, or even 1/4. And so depending on how low you want your interest rate, the cost could be extremely high in discount points to buy a lower rate, just because that's on the secondary market, that's what the investors want as far as the mortgage-backed securities.
Okay, so then that brings up the question for me is, does it always make sense to take that, if it's a large amount of money, does it always make sense to buy the points down or to use that money in a different way, maybe buying down the purchase price or additional down payment, something like that?
Actually, it depends on how long you're planning on staying in the home. A lot of loan officers right now will tell you, hey, let's not buy the rate down because rates are going to go lower and you can refinance. I would never bank on everybody's ideas of the crystal ball that it's going to go down. So if you're going to stay in the home, this is your dream home and you're going to stay in there and you know you're going to probably raise your family for the next 7 years in that home, it might make sense to pay some discount points to get a lower rate so that you are secure with that payment. But other than that, I would just get the lowest rate for the lowest price. Sometimes you can do what's called a 2-1 buy down, which is like discount points, and you're using that money for lowering the rate for a temporary time, and then if rates do come down, you're able to refinance and get a lower rate.
Okay, sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I will put Corry Sue's information in the comments below so you guys can get a hold of her. As you can see, there's a lot more to it than just buying the interest rate down, and that might not be the best idea. It's all going to be based on your situation. So I appreciate it, guys. Have a good day.
See ya.